What's going on, guys? Bio here, back with some Bleach Brave Souls. So let's get into this today. We're going to be checking out, well, not really checking it out, but talking about, I guess I should say, the resurrection function that they're going to be adding in. Yeah, it's very interesting that they decided to do this. I mean, they're bound to do something along this line because, yeah, once a character reached a level 200, there wasn't really anything after that, and I have a ton of characters that already reached that. Now we're gonna have to do it again, which is gonna be pretty insane. I do, however, wish they would have increased the cap on soul tickets now, just because it's gonna be a lot harder, considering, if I read it correctly, you literally have to have the exact same resources that you had for the original character. You basically have to do it again and then some. So whatever a character costs, let's say it costs 6,000 jewels, or it's like 6,000, 3,100 or something. I don't know exactly how much it is depending on the character, but you're gonna need that, plus you're gonna need the characters that they require for the tree, and then you're also gonna need the new stuff that they're adding in, which we'll get into. And then, yeah, no telling. I don't know. I doubt they're going to increase the level of experience, because it doesn't sound like they're increasing the actual stats of the character, besides one key feature, which is going to be insane depending upon what it is, or how they actually implement it in, because they don't really give you that much. But basically all you have to do is, for said character, we got an example here. I don't know if that's going to be the first one or not, but they give us Ichigo as an example. Basically you went from gold stars to pink stars, so basically you're gonna have pink stars from now on. And yeah, that's the resurrection form. It's basically a new feature that they're adding in. You do have requirements in order to actually reach it. Level 6 or 6 star basically, and then level 200, which in order to get to 200, first off, you have to use a ton of crystals. You have to max out your soul tree to 150. From 150 you have to use the will, which you're gonna have to do again. And yeah, you're gonna actually have to have exactly everything you had before. You're just gonna have to do it again, but it might be worth it depending upon what they actually give us, which we're getting into. I don't want to say it too soon, but if you read it, you would have you would already know what we're talking about. But basically new characters will be periodically added in, so we're just going to start off with a list of characters. They'll be announcing the list of characters I wouldn't say tomorrow, on the 10th. Why don't they just put 9/11, which is kind of funny. Resurrection, they should have just put 9/11 because we can't do it until the 12th. But beyond that, you have a list of characters that they're going to give us, so hopefully they pick some of the newer characters as well as, I guess, some of the older ones, or there's certain ones I do want to see get what they're actually adding in for the resurrection, which is, I don't know, it's going to be crazy. But in order to resurrect, they just go through all the things that you're going to have to do. You have to pass the trial with no accessories, with no character links, basically just the character itself at its current power. And I'm pretty sure they're not going to make it that hard. I'm probably sure you're not going to be able to auto through it. You're actually going to have to play. So for those of you that just go through auto everything on characters, you're going to have to learn how to play certain characters now, or just use them in the right way, because it's probably going to be a requirement. Just like some of the other ones are a little bit harder, but if you just play, it's not as hard. So that is one thing that they're going to be giving us, or maybe they'll make it hella easy and you'll be able to do it, because just even that, it's not even a worry. The worry I have is the materials itself that is going to require you to actually get. It doesn't require any soul tickets. It doesn't actually require anything. You can do it as many times as you want. So if they do have an auto feature, maybe you'll get lucky and actually auto through it, even though you tried 100,000 times or whatever. I don't know how hard it's going to be. It's up to them. When the character is resurrected, the original 6-star will disappear, of course. However, the character's link slots levels and special move levels will be carried over to the new character, which is a big plus, so you don't have to do those again. Thank God, because like if you leveled up a character's special move to 5, like 5 dupes or whatever, and then it reset, that would have totally sucked. Or the link slots would have sucked really bad. But those 2 stay, so that's very good. I don't think they're actually adding in new link slots, because they only said they're adding in one thing, which we're getting into now. The resurrection process resets the character's level. So like I said, you're gonna have to level them from 1 to 50, and then from 50 you're gonna have to have the will, and then you can go to 200, but then also you're gonna need all the stuff that you originally had. I don't know how they're gonna do from 150 to 200. I think we're gonna start using, instead of using the droplets, I'm gonna use these rings, I guess. I think that's how it's gonna be for the resurrected ones. Resurrected characters require jewels and raid characters to unlock their soul tree, just like before, and the Hokyoku's will to release the characters when they reach 150, just like before. Once released, resurrected characters gain soul trait souls that allow them to unlock a new soul trait. So that is the thing we're actually going for, the soul trait. And if you guys don't know what a soul trait is, it's basically the ability given to the character which stays with the character, and then when you're using a link character, that's what you get from the character. So if you're actually able to unlock a new soul trait, is it going to be replacing the one you currently have, or is it going to be giving you a second one on top of the one you have, or is it just going to make it stronger? Are you going to be able to choose different ones? Like, they didn't really give us an explanation upon that, so I'm very, very curious to see how these characters are going to turn out when they actually get the new soul trait. So there's a few different options on that, because I don't think they really clearly say these unique character, or these unique souls require resurrection rings, which is going to be a new type of thing instead of droplets, I guess. Because I don't know if you need, I don't know from 150 to 200 if you're going to need the droplets again, because if you're going to need that, and then you're going to need the soul trait souls and the resurrection rings, that's a ton of stuff on top of whatever they're adding in. So already it was already a big order when you have to restart one character just to get a new soul trait. So it's got to be very, very good, and if they just stack it on top of the one that it currently has, that would be even crazier. Because like, think of some of the soul traits we already have, or like think of the frenzy characters, they have 2 soul traits already, so it's going to be something like that. Or like, even if they do one of those, would they just give us a third option, or would we get a pick between those two? I don't know, there's so many questions, so I'm very curious to find out. But mainly this is just for people that have been pretty much maxing out everything and are pretty much getting bored. That's all it is. It's just to have something beyond level 200, because remember, we started off at 150, like you just slowly keep going, 150, level 200, now you have this, then there's probably going to be something else, you have the links, like they're going to continually add more stuff, just so there's basically breathing new life into the game if people want to go for it. You don't have to, but if they do it right, it's going to be something very good, because a new soul trait, it could be anything. If you get a pick from a list or something like that, that'd be even better. Resurrection rings are going to be able to farm up from the new trial that they're giving out. I hope they give out the trial before it comes out so we can start building up before. I highly doubt it, but it would have been nice. Exchange metal, or metal exchange, which they already have everything in there anyway, so they're just adding it in, or in other ways, which I'm guessing is like events and stuff like that. When they give us the crystals, jewels and stuff like that, they're just going to tack those on, because like some of the raid events, they drop droplets, so they're probably going to add droplets plus this. Like, it's not that hard to pick up, but yeah, hopefully they add this in before. Like, they said they're going to release characters on the 10th. Hopefully they release those on the 10th, and I believe these are getting added in on the 12th, like the actual resurrection part. So if they drop that before, like 2 days before, for us to build up, that'll be pretty cool. So that one, when it actually comes out, we could do it, and maybe I'll make a video of it if people want to see those. Definitely probably do the first one, because like getting it done is probably going to be the biggest thing, because the tickets themselves, the materials, so that means all the characters I've been leveling up recently, because I've been 6-starring so many recently, I might not have to do that. if I want to try this new resurrection, so I can save up jewels, crystals, and everything else I'm going to need in order to resurrect one character. I'll just pick like I'll just base it off of Ichigo and just like build up enough for a character like that, since that's the example they gave us, until we get something otherwise than that. But let me know what your guys' thoughts on it. Trials are standard single play quests that are divided by attribute, of course. I mean, it's the same thing as crystals and jewels. It's just a new addition plus droplets. Like, just think of it like that, because I'm pretty sure they're just gonna leave this up like the other ones. And then that's it. That's basically what they gave us. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting with the resurrected thing, because I don't know, it depends on how they do the resurrection. Because like, let's say like a character here, soul trait is damage taken negative 16%. Are they gonna give us negative 26%? Are they gonna give us, what are they gonna give us in terms of the soul trait? Or are they just gonna add in another one like frenzy characters? Because, well, I'm gonna go to the bottom because I know they're usually at the bottom. Like, look at my list of 6 stars alone, and I'm not even finished leveling up all the 6 stars. So, and a lot of these, like, certain characters are not level 200 because there's only so many I can do. Plus, getting to 200 doesn't actually give you the orbs, so that's why I only go to 150 on certain characters, that is. So I'm hoping if they have us redo this again, we do get the orb for level 150. They don't have to give us as much, as long as it's at least 25. I'll be fine. I'll be happy with that, just because we're getting a soul trade. And it would be nice if they actually gave us one for 200, which I highly doubt. If they give us the one for 150, then I'll be surprised, honestly, if they give us another 75 orbs just for resurrecting again. But I think they should, considering the amount of time we're gonna have to put into getting these characters to said level that they want us to get them to. But look at the frenzy characters. They have 2 soul traits already, so do we have to pick between the 2, or is it gonna add a 3rd one? Or are they even just not even gonna have the frenzy characters, and all the other characters are gonna look like that from now on when they're resurrected with the pink stars? So I don't know. Like, I have 3 right here that I just recently did. I have a ton more, of course. Like, and then basically I'm gonna have to do these guys again. Like, I barely got them to 200 so I could start to use them, and now I'm just gonna have to basically re-level them back up to 200. I'm gonna have to focus on one character at a time. Is it gonna give us a 150? If it gives us 75 extra orbs or even more than that, then yeah, I'm definitely gonna go for it. Even if it's not beneficial towards me and I have to grind like crazy, the orbs alone are gonna be worth it, just because I can summon more and make more videos. And the resurrected character is gonna be harder to get for people if they're not that far along, or if they don't want to do it again, or stuff like that. So making videos for that might be something. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of the new resurrection thing that they actually added in. I think it's a good thing. They could have went towards a ton of different routes, like the DBZ route, where they have just like the full tree, and then like you need a ton of, like, well, you don't need a ton of dupes, you need 4 dupes, stuff like that. And then they'll add, once they get those, then they'll add another level. That's sort of what Brave Souls is doing. They just keep adding layers on top of layers because they need to keep the game alive and fresh. Even if people don't want to do it, there are going to be people out there like YouTubers and stuff like that that just want the content, or maybe you just want to collect the new pink star characters, or you're just going to collect them in general, or maybe they're actually going to give us something for them this time, mainly orbs, of course. There's a ton of different options. I mean, this is only the newest thing, and I'm pretty sure once we get this done, they're going to add something maybe more to the soul links. I mean, we just got the soul trait, so like the links are probably going to be next, or the accessories. Like, there's so many different options for them to go beyond just resurrected characters. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys are hoping for next, or if this was something you guys were looking forward to. Honestly, if they don't give us anything for literally redoing a character, that is really gonna suck. And what I'm talking about is orbs. If they don't give us anything for going from 100 to 200 again, or 150, I'm gonna be mind blown, just because that is so much work already, and then doing it again. Let's say a new character comes out, you're gonna have to do it twice basically, so you need twice the resources. On top of that, you're gonna need the soul thing that they're adding in, and then like just so much more. So we'll see what happens. That's gonna be about it for this one. Thank you guys for watching. If you didn't make it this far, I'm just rambling basically on the new feature, which I thought was freaking amazing. So I'm probably gonna be doing the characters. I'll probably upload one for the first one I do. Hopefully they pick good characters. That's all I'm worried about, is maybe they'll pick some of the newer ones. I would love that. Like the 3 that I just showed you, the new ones, the new anniversary one, that would be freaking amazing. Like I just got him at 200. I wouldn't mind doing it again because it's such a good character. Or they're gonna pick up a ton of old ass characters that no one cares about, and that's how they're gonna make them relevant again, I guess. But they said they're gonna keep adding them in, so we'll see. If you guys did make it this far, thank you guys for watching. If you guys could like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, any of all those things help me out, and I would appreciate it. But that's gonna be about it for this one, guys, and we'll talk to you guys later.